Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasate Desadharini Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Tinamine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Padayine Gaurikatha Dhamadaya Nagar Gamatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So, I hope chapter 2 is now clear. Chapter 2 talks about first Karma Yoga. First answer what Krishna gives when Arjuna surrenders is about the body and the soul and the nature of the soul. So, once we know the nature of the soul, we come to know that nature of the soul is to desire. So obviously everyone wants to fulfill their desire, correct? So that is why we do karma. So karma yoga. So karma yoga and karma kanda. Karma kanda is like what do you say? Without any surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But here in karma yoga, we surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still the attachment to the work is also there, attachment to the result is also there. But when we slowly, gradually transcend from attachment work to detachment to work and detachment to karma pala, that is asangatyaha, sangatyaha, that is sangha means unity, union. Tyaga, that means getting detached from the karma. That is more important. So that is nishkama karma. So a person, devotee who comes to nishkama karma level, obviously slowly he will get into akarma. So that is what is third chapter tells about the 3 types of karma. Okay, so after that, what did we see in this one, chapter 2? After Karma Yoga, we saw Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga is nothing but the Bhakti Yoga, but not in the matured stage. That is, it's the initial stage of Bhakti Yoga. Because with the intelligence, we are able to analyze. Analyze what? The karma, the action, what we do. So that is Buddhi Yoga. Then for the Buddhi Yoga, what do we need? Controlling our mind. That is very, very important. That is where we saw the Kurmanga Niva. Like the tortoise, we have to withdraw our senses. So when will we be able to withdraw our senses? When the intelligence sits at the higher level, intelligence is able to control the mind, and in turn, the mind is able to control the senses. So from the Sukshma to the Stula, if we come, it is very easy. Easy in the sense that is perfect. But generally what we do, we try to control our senses. So which is not possible because mind is stronger than the sense. So when the month says, you have to eat, you have to see, you have to hear, senses are not able to overcome the mind. So instead, from intelligence stronger than the mind. So the intelligence will be able to tell the mind which is favorable for Krishna consciousness and which is unfavorable. Then we will be able to control the senses because here the mind becomes stronger than the senses. So it is very easy to control the senses. Okay. Hare Krishna. So we saw Karma Yoga to Bhakti Yoga, in fact. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes. Text 40. Oh, sorry. Yes, the first session says it's actually a very, very detailed PPT we are seeing. So try to take either, if it is possible, screenshot. Okay. So the beautiful question Arjuna asked, Kim Prabhasheta, who Tasya Prajna Pratishita, all those who are self, who are oriented towards the self. What do they do? Kim Prabhasheta. How do they talk? Kim Vrajeta. How do they walk? Kim Asita. How do they sit? So how do they talk? They talk only about the Paramdrishva nivartate, Vishya vinivartante, Nigarasya dekinaga. 2.59 visa. Rasavarpam rasopyasya paramdrishva nivartate. So their taste is a higher taste visa. Then how do they sit? Sit means how do they control their senses? Then kim vrajeta, how do they walk? Where do they employ these senses which they have controlled? So for that we saw the example of what is that? One is Ambarisha Maharaj, another one we saw. What is that? 1 second. Employ the senses for the higher purpose. We have to employ our senses for the higher purpose. So example we saw, of course, Ambarisha Maharaj, but also at the same time we saw what is the Falgu Vairagya and what is the Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya is what? Attaching everything to Krishna. Falgu Vairagya is what? Renouncing everything. Oh, no, 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 no. This, Prabhupada says, people used to ask him, you are a Swamiji, how come you are using such expensive vehicles, car? Prabhupada used to say, yeah, I am using the car for the purpose of going to big people, rich people, for getting donation from them, Lakshmi from them. So in order to employ it for Krishna service, in Krishna service, in building temples. So he did not mind because he was not using it for his purpose. He didn't have anybody for that matter in US, abroad, Western country, who is there for him to travel in the car, expensive car to go and see. So he used it. Similarly, he used the walkie-talkie, he used the typewriter. People used to say, Swamiji is using all these things. Yeah, he used them for translation of the books. So that is Yukta. Yukta Vairagya means Jodhana. All the material things are utilized, but not with an objective for sense gratification. Used for the purpose of Krishna's service. Okay, so that was very important. So Ambarisha Maharaj also used all his senses for the in the service of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mind at the lotus feet, and that Vachansi Vaikuntha Gunanu, Krishna Katha, in speaking and in hearing, and the eyes to worship the form of the Krishna Archa Vigraha, and the body to embrace the devotees, then the legs, feet for going to Dham Yatra. And if we have to smell, we have to smell the Saroja Saurabe. So what is Saroja Saurabe? The, what do you call that, flowers or the ornaments or the clothes which have been offered to Krishna. So that we have to take and we have to smell them. Then Rasanam. If you have to taste something, the tongue should be tasting only the Tulasi which has been offered to Krishna. Okay? Hare Krishna. So this is very, very important. That's what will happen. We will come out of our sinful reaction. Okay? And when we come out of sinful reaction, what is the prayojana? Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. We will get relief from our Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. No more birth. No more birth means what? We have to go to his loka. If you go to Abrahma Bhavana Loka, Brahma Loka, if you go, Punaravarti Norjuna. Again and again we will come and go. But Mamupeti to Gaunteya. If you come to me, Punarjanma na vidyate. So Krishna is saying you will not get any rebirth. Okay, Hare Krishna. So 3.1 to 3.9, dealing with the confusion. Acha, here Arjuna is getting confused. Oh Krishna, first you told that sannyas, that means renounce everything. Then you are saying don't renounce everything, use everything in Krishna's service. So I am not able to. That means use everything for Krishna's service, don't get attached to the result. Your duty is to use whatever result comes, that is Krishna's mercy. So he's again asking a doubt. Should I renounce the work itself, or should I renounce only the effect of the work? Karma pala. So please explain once again. Arjuna knows, he is asking for us to know. Then that is what Krishna now will explain. Yeah, if you are not renounced from the result, it is known as karma kanda. You are doing all the things what is told in the Veda. You are following it, but your attachment is there. I am doing this yajna, so I will get this pala. So with that expectation of the karma pala, you are doing those activities. That is known as simply karma kanda. It is not a karma yoga. Then he tells in 17 to 35, that is section C, Nishkama karma yoga is act what? Doing the work but without any without any attachment, doing the work with the detachment. That is what is a correct example. So we saw now that Mataji going to the temple and asking any seva you give me, Prabhuji. After doing, she is not asking everybody, how did I do? That is total detachment from both work also and the result also. Okay, so 3.36 to 3.43, beware of the lust and anger. So in this process, what will happen? Because we are not renounced, because we are not purified in our heart. So when we try to work in Nishkama Karma, there is a chance that again lust and anger. So lust is the root cause. If the lust is, listen carefully, we have already read. ध्यायते विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो भी जायते. What did we see then? क्रोधान् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोगान् क्रोधान् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोगान् स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति भ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. We will fall down. So what is the root cause? The lust. If the lust is satiated, it is converted into greed. Okay, I got this lust and it is satiated. I got this promotion and increment in this year. So next year I will expect more. I will expect double promotion and I will expect double increment. Because previous year it was satiated. Okay, next year it doesn't happen. We didn't get increment, no promotion. Then we get anger. So the satiated lust leads to greed. Unsatiated, when the lust is not satisfied, it becomes wrath, that is anger. Okay, so the lust is the root cause. We have to safeguard ourselves against the lust. Desire is different. Desire is what we desire, which happens only in, that is the prema. Prema happens only in Goloka. Since the Bhuloka is perverted, the same love for Krishna consciousness or for Krishna, for Godhead, love for Godhead, when it comes to the Bhuloka, it becomes lust. Love, did I say lust? I don't know. The love to a Supreme Personality of Godhead in Goloka, when it is perverted, when it is upside down in the Bhuloka, it becomes lust. Okay? So prema can happen only in Krishna's Loka, Goloka. Hare Krishna. So I hope you all take a 3.1. You all have book with you. Very important verse. Because if Arjuna has not asked this question, third chapter would not have come. So third chapter is a very, very important chapter to transcend ourselves from Sakama Karma, Nishkama Karma to Akarma. So Arjuna is asking this doubt. Jayasi Chet Karmana Se Mata Buddhir Janardana Tatkim Karmani Ghore Mam Niyojayasi Keshava. Okay, Krishna, what is better? Tatkim Karmani Ghore Mam Niyojayasi Keshava. Keshava. We already saw in the second chapter, the first chapter itself. Particular, what do you call that? Sambodhana, we call it as. Particular, Krishna's name is addressed in every verse. Here, Keshava, why? Keshi demon was killed by Krishna. So that Keshi demon, how Krishna killed Keshi demon, Arjuna is telling in my mind also, lot of demons are there in the form of doubts. So Arjuna is requesting Krishna, oh Krishna, as you killed Keshi demon, please kill the doubt-rupee demon in my heart. So this doubt is coming again and again. It's like a demon who has attacked my heart, my body, and he is staying in my body. That's why I am not able to overcome that. So Krishna, Keshava. So, oh Janardana, oh Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare? I don't want to fight this war. Why are you engaging me? What benefit I am going to get? If you think that intelligence is better than fruity work. If intelligence is better than fruity work, why are you engaging me in fruity work? Fruity work is what? Doing the pious work, doing the work which has been recommended in Vedas, but with an expectation of result. So Arjuna is very clearly telling, if at all I am fighting here, I am fighting for the result. That is why I am not able to fight, because if I win also, I feel there is no enjoyment. If I lose also, there is no enjoyment. He told, for that only Krishna started answering in the previous chapter. Both are win-win situation. If you win, you will rule the kingdom. If you lose, what will happen? You will come to my abode. There you will only enjoy. There is no Trivida tapa. Three types of tapa. Miseries are not there. So you will enjoy there, Krishna is telling. Okay. So here Krishna is talking about Buddhi Yoga, or the Krishna consciousness only. Buddhi Yoga is what? Working in Krishna consciousness with the intelligence. So Krishna talks about that. Okay. Nishkama karma, of course. Nishkama karma means what? We are ready to surrender the karma pala at the lotus feet of Krishna. We will not ask, how did I make? How did you like the gulab jamun which I made? We will not ask, isn't it? Yeah. Then, second verse. Anybody wants to read? Hare Krishna. You can read the verse and the purport also. Yes. Go ahead, Mataji's Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Nobody wants to? No hand is up. Okay. So the second
Hare
verse.
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead. Vyamishreneva.
यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसेव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहम् आप्नुयाम्. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be most beneficial for me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So at least Arjuna is convinced here. What is he convinced of? Equivocal instruction. So Krishna gave what? You have to be equal. You have to be equal in both the cases. Whether you win also, you will get what is it? Enjoyment. You lose also, you will get enjoyment. Whichever enjoyment you get, you be equipoised. Why do you want to? You want to decide. Nothing is in your hand. You cannot decide. So why do you want to dominate that this kind of enjoyment only I need? So because Arjuna is so confused here, Krishna is telling this. Which will be, Arjuna is asking, which will be more beneficial of me? I am totally bewildered. Karpanya dosho, he said, right? So you only tell me which is beneficial for me. At this confused state of mind, if I decide what is good for me, that may not be beneficial for me. So, oh Krishna, you only know which is good or which is bad for me. So, out of the two, which are the two? Should I go for Karma Yoga or should I go for Jnana Yoga? Okay. Yeah, yes. Next devotee, who wants to read? Lokesmin Divida. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Mataji. Shri Bhagavanuvach lokesmin dvividha nishtha pura maya nagah jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam.
Translation, Mataji.
Translation: The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical philosophical speculation and others by devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Yeah. See, some people think, no, see, what do you call that? Agama Nigama. Shastra. Agama Nigama Shastra. Agama means what? It is coming from up. Nigama means what? Going from down. So Agama Shastra means it is coming through Parampara. Nigama Shastra means we are trying with our own intelligence to try to understand the Shastra, understand very well. Nigama. That means we know we have got the intelligence. We will read, we will understand the jnana first. From jnana, slowly we will become a yogi. From yogi, we will become a devotee. So that means we are trying to understand the Shastras with our own intelligence. Best example. If you, but Srila Prabhupada gives this example. And if you want to know who is your father, what will you do? Will you straight go to your mother and ask her, who is my father? Or you will start collecting samples, genes. So many people, first you will collect, then you narrow down. First you may go for the entire universe because you don't know who is your father. Then you come to a particular country, reduce it. Then from there you come to particular region. Then you come to particular people. Among them you find out how long it will take. In this Kali Yuga, it is going to take a very, 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 very long time. And because Manda Buddhi, Manda Hupadritaka, Manda Bhagya, everything is Manda for us. So it is not possible. Best way is what? Straight away go to
With
your
the
mother and ask your mother, oh my dear mother, who is my father? In that case, what will happen? The mother will tell you the truth. You need to anyway trust in Shastra. Is it not? Shastra is not one something you hear also and you don't trust also. So what do Shastras say? We have to blindly believe it. Because Shastras again come from Parampara. Not those, some people these days, they say they are also Acharyas and they write whatever they want. No, it should have come in Parampara. Okay, so Agama Nigama you remember very well. That is what? The second verse. Third verse. Third verse we read already, right? Lokesmin dvivida nishta. Pura prokta mayanaga. Mayanaga is a very, very, very important word here. Mayanaga means there is no sin attached to anybody. Sinless person is known as Mayanaga. Anaga. Anaga means what? Sinless. Okay, so he's Mayanaga. Maya Anaga. For me, you are a sinless person. So, what Krishna is saying, all those people who try to understand these two kind of people, who are those the two kind of people? Kshara, Akshara. Kshara means fallible people, Akshara means infallible people. So, a person who wants to understand them, first of all, one has to purify this his own heart. Till the time he does not purify his heart, he only dwells in speculation. So that is why the other day we saw in between, exactly in the middle, you see, Krishna has written, religion without philosophy is sentiment or sometimes fantasism, while philosophy without religion is mental speculation. So both are needed. Both are very much important in order to understand. Only jnana will not help. At the same time, only, what do you call it? Bhakti. What is it? Buddhi yoga. Only Buddhi yoga also will not help. Because to understand, see, Buddhi yoga itself tells you. What does it tell? We have to understand, analyze with our own intelligence. Isn't it? So to become very intelligent, we need to be Jnanis. So if we do not have the jnana, we will not be able to analyze anything. So first we have to have the jnana, who is my father. Ask your mother. He will tell your father is so and so, he is staying in this country. Then you try to go and see him. So anyway here, first we have to understand what is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Buddhi Yoga. Then, in order to attain him, simply by folding our hands and sitting, we can't go and attain him. So, to attain him, we have to perform karma. But here, karma means akama karma. That we have to remember. Okay? So, here, Krishna recommends what? Both karma yoga and jnana yoga are essential for buddhi yoga. Okay? That is what this sentence is very important. Religion without philosophy is sentiment, and sentiment or sometimes fantasism, while philosophy without religion is only dry speculation, we call it as, okay, mental speculation. Because the mind is not steady. Sthita prajna ka bhasha, they ask, what is their language they speak and all. So it is because this mind is not steady. Today it is actually our Goswamis examples are given here. Goswamis do not stay in one place for more than a week. They do not sleep under one tree for a long time. I did not even say, like, what do you say? Goswamis, they don't sleep under one tree for more than 2 days. What will happen? They get this attachment. So all Goswamis you can take. Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, and Jiva Goswami, Gopala Bhatta, Gopala Dasa Goswami, even Madhavendra Puri for that matter, when he came to know that Kshir Chor Gopinath, you all might have heard, right? The Lord himself stole the kheer for giving it to Madhavendra Puri. So when Madhavendra Puri came to know, the Pujari came and gave this kheer and he told Krishna himself had hidden it. Madhavendra Puri immediately, what did he think in his mind? Anybody knows? Hare Krishna.
He thought that if the people come to know, then they might come to meet him, and then he might get what is the word, like ego. I mean, lack of better word, he might.
Okay. So that means what? He may get attached to this. Yes, he may get attached to this prize. So that pride will come in him. Correct? So that is the reason. That is why in front of Krishna we should never ever praise anybody. Not only in front of Krishna, why do we say Supreme? Because we all think Archa Vigraha means Krishna is in the personal form. So in front of him, praising others is like equal to what? We don't recognize Krishna, that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay? So, next. Fourth, who is reading? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Na karmanam anakarma bhan naishkarmayam purusho asnute na cha sanyasad eva siddhim samadhi gacchati.
Translation, Prabhu.
Okay. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one can attain perfection.
Perfection. It's a very important thing. See, if we strive for perfection, correct? It is not possible. Because, see, we all are karmis. That is why we are here. So, in performing karma, if we think that even by doing and repeating the same with the Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, I will become perfect. It is not possible. So many Sadhu story we have seen. One or two? Can you tell anyone one or two? Hare Krishna. Sadhus who have fallen down, who could not perfect their
Hare
life.
Krishna Mataji. One is Saunika Rishi, Saunika Muni.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Can you just explain anyone in very short, Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. One is Saunika Muni Mataji, Saunika Rishi Muni.
Shonaka.
Yeah,
Okay.
Saunaka.
But Shonaka, how he...
He
okay, try
was,
to...
he was Mataji, he was meditating on Yamuna river. So while he was...
Prabhuji, that is Shaubari Muni.
Your admin.
Yeah, Mata, Saura Muni, right.
Shonakadi Muni are those
No,
who
yes,
wanted
sorry.
Sutta Goswami
Yes,
to tell Bhagavat.
Yes, Mata, sorry. I'm taking my words back.
Yes. Shaubari. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu. Shaubari Muni, they all know. Because you said no Shonaka, that is why I asked.
No, I'm sorry, Mataji. Please forgive me. I'm taking my words
No
back.
issue, Prabhu. It happens. The right word does not come sometimes, So, Shaubari Muni, Vishwamitra, all we know. On the other hand, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlada Maharaj, they never even, in fact, they were made to fall down. Hiranyakashipu, how many times he insisted, Prahlada Maharaj, you will not say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You will say Om Hiranyakashipuve Namaha. Did he? No, he did not. Correct? Okay, so we know very well. Renouncing outwardly, that's what it is again and again. From reaction, by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. So we have to give up the attachment. Attachment giving up means what? Heart purifying. That is known as attachment. If the heart is not purified, then we call it as the heart is attached to the karma pala, result. Okay? Yes. Yeah. Who wants to read the next one? See here the reference is given. What is that reference? Nega Vikramanashosti reference 2.40. Nega Vikramanashosti Pratyavayona Vidyate Swalpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayate Magato Bayat. So, by knowingly or unknowingly, if you have done even very little bit of pious work also, Krishna will take care of the karma pada. He will take care because he will give more intelligence. Actually, everything is because of the intelligence. Why do we fall down again and then again? Because we don't have the right knowledge. Correct? So that is why we keep on falling down again and again. Okay, who wants to read the next one? Hare Krishna. Yes.
Sanju Mataji had raised her hand. Sanju
Ah,
Mataji.
okay. Sanju Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Text 5. Nahi kaschit shana
Sorry.
api
Read Mataji.
jatuti sthati akarmakrit kiryati hi avasha karma sarva prakriti jirgune. Translation: everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even
Hare
for a
Krishna.
moment. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So this is like Prakrite Kriyamanani. We say, right? Because we say, I do this work. There's one more verse. Prakrite Kriyamanani Gunaya Karmani Sarvashaka Ahankara Vimudatma Karta Ahamiti Manyate. So that means we give the credit to ourselves. What happened in that case? Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired because of the previous birth, because of the Sanchit Karma. What is it? It's a very beautiful verse. I don't know. 1 second. 1 second. That is 3.30.25. The Karmana Daiva Netrena. Anybody knows this verse? Karmana Daiva Netrena Jantur Deham Upapadyate. What is the meaning of that? Karmana Daiva Netrena. Whatever karma we have done in the previous birth, Jantur, every living entity, Degam Upapadyate, they attain this body. Very easy. Karmana Daiva Netrena, Jantur, living entities, Degam Upapadyate, they attain. Because whatever desire was there, just now we saw in the previous one also, no, lust. Whatever unsatiated lust, that gives birth to the next body. So whatever seed we saw now, it will sprout in the next birth. What is the meaning of that? Whatever desire we have now, that desire will decide which body we are going to get in the future. Okay, so that is what here. According to the modes of material nature, what had happened? Helplessly we have taken this body. Helplessly we have been bestowed with this guna, depending on our previous guna. Previous guna we get, actually when the soul leaves the body, it takes the Sukshma Sharira with the soul. What is the Sukshma Sharira? Man Buddhi Anka. So in the man, lot of desires are there which have not been fulfilled. Paramatma has not turned up. So Paramatma will give that particular body with which we will be able to fulfill our desires. That is what. So everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired. So here the qualities mean Sattva, Raja, Tamo, from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something. Till that time, the body becomes unconscious, means what? The soul leaves the body. Nobody can stay even for a fraction of a second without any action. Because the soul's nature is to think. The moment the soul thinks, mind will start making plan and intelligence will start making action. How to implement it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Here, beautiful analogy, sorry, not analogy, what do you call that? Verse, Srila Prabhupada has quoted. Tektva swadharma charanambujam garer bhajanna pakvotapate tato yadi yatra kva vabhadra abodhamushekim ko varta apto bhajatam swadharmataha. Tektva swadharma. What is swadharma? See, what is the swadharma of sugar? Sweetness. Swadharma of salt is Hare Krishna, salty. Wherever we add salt, that food does not become sweet, correct? That becomes a salty. So this being salty and being sweet are the real nature of what? Um, sugar and salt. Is it not? So here, Swadharma. So what is meant by Swadharma? Whichever guna we have adopted, accordingly we have this particular body. So if we have got Satoguna, we would have taken a birth in the Brahmanas family. Rajoguna, we would have taken birth in the Kshatriya family. So like that, even when Tektva Swadharma, even if one gives up the fundamental duties, Bhajana Apakvota Pate Tato Yadi. If someone takes, I think you all have a book, correct? So read the translation of this particular verse. Very important verse this is. If someone takes to Krishna consciousness, even though he may not follow the prescribed duty in the Shastra or execute the devotional service properly, and even though he may fall down from the standard there is no loss to him. Yes. Even if one falls down. Such a very important thing, right? See, because Tetam Gatva Sargalokam Vishalam. We all will go, even if we go to Swargaloka, we will fall down. Why will we fall down from Swargaloka? Hare Krishna. Why do we fall down
Hare
from
Krishna
Swargaloka?
Mataji. Kine Punya Murti Loka. After ending of pious activities, Punya, then he will
Yes.
land on Murti Loka.
Hare Krishna. So because there is no activity. In Indra Loka, there is no activity which can take place. Whatever punya we take from here only, it will exist. Till the time we exhaust it, we can say that. The moment we exhaust, we have to come down. Okay? Hare Krishna. Yeah, sixth verse.
I'll read out.
Yeah, read,
Go
read,
ahead.
Prabhu. Next you can read, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, text number
Hare
6. Karmendriyani samyasya aste manasasmaran indriyana vimudhatma mityacharah sa uchyate. Translation: one who restrains the senses of action but whose mind dwells on sense objects certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender.
Hare Krishna. Which verse we saw in second chapter?
Sorry, Matresh.
2 verses. One who restrains the senses of action. So what is that verse? Yada samgarate chaham kurmangani va sarvashaga. Right? Kurma. So we have to withdraw our senses like a tortoise. But whose mind dwells on sense objects certainly deludes. What did we see? The reference verse for this? Dhyayate Vishyan Pumsa. As long as this mind is not purified of these desires, it will keep on thinking. Then once that is, what's the Dhyayate Vishyan Pumsa? Sangaste Shupajayate. The more we keep on desiring, the attachment becomes very stronger. Okay, then finally what happens? Buddhi nasho pranashyati. The brain will get bewildered. When it gets bewildered, it will fall down. Buddhi nasho pranashyati. Okay, so that's a very important verse. Dhyayate Vishyan Pumsa, set of verse. There are five verses. Each and every verse is very, very important. Hare Krishna. Okay, who wants to read next?
I will read Mataji.
Yeah, read Mataji.
Yasto indriyani manasa niyamya rabaterchuna karmendraihi karmayogam astakasa vishishyate.
Translation.
On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga in Krishna consciousness without attachment, he is by far superior.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yesterday we saw this. If a sincere person tries to control his active senses, how he should keep it active? Kim Vrajeta. What answer Krishna gave? Kim Vrajeta. How do they work? Hare Krishna. We saw the example of Ambrish Maharaj. All the senses should be employed at the service of Krishna. When every sense is employed in the service of Krishna, then what will happen? This pretendenceness will not come. Pretending is what? Externally showing to the world that you have renounced, but internally you are still attached. Is it not? So that will not happen. Anybody having any doubt in this? Okay, Hare Krishna. Then we go to the seventh one. Yes, who is going to read next seventh? Who did
Hare
not
Krishna,
read till now?
Mataji.
Yes.
Okay, Mataji, those who are not read, please
Yes,
record.
Prabhu, you can read.
Can I, Mataji? Okay.
Yes.
Hare Krishna
Niyatam.
Mataji.
Okay. Go ahead, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sadhu Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Yes, and children. Yastva indriyani manasa niyamya rabate Arjuna karmendriya karmayogam asakta sa vishishyate.
Yes.
Translation. On the other hand, if a sincere, this one
Correct.
only, no?
Yes, Prabhuji, correct.
On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga without attachment, he is by far superior. Mataji chadinda idi.
Pretender. Karma sannyasa.
Okay.
That's what is Arjuna's question, no? Oh
Yes,
Krishna, karma sannyasa is better, yeah, karma yoga is better. Karma sannyasa is what? Renounce everything, become a sannyasi, go in the Himalayas and sit and do tapa. Generally, people think that only, no? That is the renounced
Yes.
order, people think. But since the heart is not purified, in that renounced order, we will land up doing again offenses. That is why Krishna told Arjuna, no, even if you leave this battlefield, go and sit in the forest, what will happen? Without any reason, you will offend an animal. That becomes your sin then.
Yes.
Then you will have to fall down once again. Correct? So,
Yes.
that's what. Yes, yes, three indriyani manasa. That means I control the active senses by the mind. Indriyani manasa. Indriyan should be controlled by the manasa. Why? Because we have to train this. It will not come automatically. Generally, you see, our mind is very, very weak. We have to make our mind stronger so that the mind is able to control all the senses. Okay, same way. Intelligence also should be trained in such a manner to control the mind. Yes, correct, Prabhuji. Okay. Any
Yes,
doubt?
Mataji. No, Mataji.
See, it is going from gross to the subtle.
Yes.
Gross is very easy to control. If you are seeing a fire, your hand is like, when will I go and catch it? Diwali time it happens, the crackers will be there. You will just go and see whether there is fire or not. When you go and see only, it will burst. Is it not? So the mind is telling you, do it. And the feet and the hand are not listening to intelligence. Intelligence will analyze, but the mind is telling you, do it. So they will go and do it. Correct? So that means what do we have to do? Our mind should be stronger than the senses, and the intelligence should be stronger than the mind. Okay? Hare Krishna. Without attachment. This is very, very important. We can work. What is that? We can work towards karma sannyasa. That's not a problem. But after purifying the heart, otherwise, like Bharat Maharaj, we will fall down. So, if the purification in the heart does not take place and we try to take sannyasa, in fact, taking sannyasa is not at all recommended for, in the sense, going to the forest. Our Srila Prabhupada says, no, you are not able to go to Vrindavan, no problem, make your home Vrindavan. Tell Krishna Katha all the time. Make your home in Vrindavan. How wonderful it is. The entire environment will be so pleasing. Isn't it? So that is what it is. Karma yogam asakta sa vishishyate. See, All the three gunas here. Asakta. Asakta is what? Detachment. Sakta is attachment. Asakta, without attachment. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, here one large few lines, I think 3, 4, 5, 7th line, sentence you see. For self-realization, one can live a controlled life as prescribed in the Shastra. But what will happen? And you are once in them, like what do you call that? One can live with the control life, then it is okay. You can take not sannyasa, you can renounce. Renounce means renouncing all people, renouncing things. No. Renouncing is renouncing the dash. Karma pala.
Result.
Result, Hari bol, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Only we should not renounce work at all. Please work, 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 work. Because the soul's nature is to desire. The mind will make a plan. The intelligence will analyze. So the nature of anybody's body is to work, work, work. So we have to detach only from the karma pala. We cannot detach ourselves from the work itself. Okay? Yes, Prabhuji Mataji, who is going to read the 8th one?
Hey, Mataji.
Yes, read, Prabhu.
Yajnarthat karmano anyatra loko.
Hare Krishna.
I'm audible, Mataji?
Yes,
Shloka
yes, yes.
8, Prabhu. 8.
So 8th we are supposed to read, Prabhu. We are reading 9.
Okay, okay, Mataji.
Niyatam kuru karma
Niyatam kuru
tvam.
karma tvam karma yayo hai akarmanaha शरीरायात्रापि चाते नाम प्रसिद्धयेद akarmanaha. Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work. Hare Krishna.
Hare
I'm audible,
Krishna.
Mataji?
Yes, 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 Prabhuji, you are audible. So this is what Swadharma. What is Swadharma? According to Dharma. According to our Dharma means according to our Varnashrama. Dharma means we should remember Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, whenever he says Dharma, it is not the religion. Buddha Dharma, yeah, Christianity, it is not that one. Dharma means what? Varnashrama Dharma. What work Brahmana is supposed to do, what work Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra are supposed to do. Similarly, Ashrama. Ashrama is what? Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. So one should not give this. Towards the end of this chapter, we will get a beautiful verse about Swadharma. Okay? Yeah, now anybody else read 9th chapter? Sorry, 9th verse. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yajnartat.
Yagnarthat karmano anyatra
Karmano
lokam.
anyatra. Yajnatat karmano anyatra. Yes.
Loko yam karma bandhana tad artham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. Translation: work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you, Mataji. See, we talk about yajna, dana, tapa, karma. Even if you become sannyasi, Krishna says, don't give up yajna, dana, tapa, karma. That is what again dharma. You have to do yajna, you have to do danam, you have to do tapam, you have to do yajna, dana, tapa, austerity. Tapa is austerity. Yajna is sacrifice. Then charity, danam is charity. So even if you become a renounced sannyasi, don't give up yajna. Why should we not give up yajna? What will happen if we give up yajna? We will not be worshipping the yajna purusha. So if we keep on worshipping Yajna Purusha, the Lord will give us those senses by which we will be able to go to Him. Today, that's what we saw, no? How to go to Him, go back to Godhead. So that means to purify our senses, we have to do yajna. What is that purification which takes place? We surrender. What do we say? Oh Krishna, everything is surrendered to you. Whatever karma pala I will get, I don't want to enjoy that. Everything is surrendered to you. So the more we do yajna, the more surrender bhav comes to you, to us. That is why those days people were in the surrender bhav. Now you see, who does yajna? In what is it? Western countries and all, you go, utterly they will not do, because the whole house will become smoke. And also that is true, because the houses are made up of wood and they are so dry. So what happens? Even the smoke, full house, and what do you call, there it's a windows and all, they can't keep it open, because 99.9% the AC will be on all the time. Without that they cannot live. Is it not? So people do not do yajna. So what do we do? Not doing yajna means we are slowly, gradually forgetting Krishna. Because doing yajna is yajna purusha. Purnahuti we give. Purnahuti we give is such a wonderful. That means we are renouncing everything. We are not clinging on to our wealth. We are renouncing. See, putting it in the fire means what? You are renouncing something. If you are attached to it, why will you put it in the fire? Are you able to understand? So that is what. So the Mukta Sangha Samacharaha, very important phrase here. Mukta Sangha Samacharaha. Perform your duty without any attachment. Okay. So this comes from 2.47. Karmanyavadikaraste. From there it is coming. So last verse for the day. Hare Krishna. Saga Yajna, who is reading? Saga Yajna Prachar Srishva. Nobody?
Hare Krishna Mataji. May
Read, Prabhu.
Saha yajna praja shritva puru vacha prajapatihi anena prashavistadhyavyam ishavo astva ishtha karma dhruk.
Translation.
In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creature sent forth generation of men and demigod along with sacrifices of Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, "Be so happy by this yajna sacrifice, because it is performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation."
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So, when we learn to sacrifice the yajna pala to Vishnu, what will happen? Vishnu accepts it. Generally we say, like for devatas we do yajna. Most of the time. But these devatas do not keep anything for themselves. They give him everything to Krishna. In turn, if Krishna is satisfied, he will give some, to them. But they don't want to enjoy any of these things. They are not, pretend. That's the difference between pretender and the karma yogi. Karma sannyasi and karma yogi. Karma sannyasi wants to keep everything to himself. He does not want to renounce from the results of the karma. But karma sannyasis are, karma yogis are, they detach everything, whatever that. I think I did not tell you this story. Nabaga story I have told you? No? Okay. So there was one Nabaga. His father, who's it? Amrish Mahaprabhu. Yeah, Nabaga. Nabaga, his father is Nabaga, and he is the son of, I think, father of Amrish Mahaprabhu. Correct. So this Nabaga, he was very almost all renounced type, like our Raghuvana. Not Raghuvana. Who is that? Jadabharata. Yes, Jadabharata. That day also I was looking for this word. Avadhuta. One day I was looking for this word, you remember? Jadabharata was like Avadhuta. That means he was not attached to anything. Same way here, Nabaga. So he was not at all attached to anything. So he went for a yatra. So when he came back, all his brothers, before that only, very cunningly, his brothers, they divided the wealth amongst themselves and left the
చెప్పారు
age-old.
Mataji. You told.
I told no. So that is what he was not at all attached. So there, what happened? Yajna Purusha, that is Shivaji. That is why I wanted to remind this story. Shivaji, what he says, Are, how can you own all these things? All these things which have been sacrificed in this yajna belongs to me. I think that day, Biju Prabhu, you left. You had a class, you left early. That is why. Anna? So what happens? This Nabaga's father says, Are, you are a fool. They left me as your wealth. What can I do at this age? I can't do anything. So you do one thing. In so-and-so village, yajna is happening. Go, you know all the verses very, very nicely without any mistake. Go and recite. They will give you a lot of wealth. Okay, he went because people sacrifice in yajna. He went and similarly 6 days he was waiting. 6th day, what happened? They told the wrong pronunciation. Then this Nabaga, he told all the verses. They were so happy. They gave all the ornaments which came for sacrifice in the yajna, telling that you take everything. Okay, the moment they left, Shivaji came. He told, all these things belong to me. Obviously, if we are sacrificed in yajna, it belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Shivji will take it and give it to Krishna. And this fellow is thinking, no, my father told that I can own it. That is why the sadhus gave it to me. Then he said, no, you are mistaken. Go and ask your father. He went and he asked his father. Father told, no, Yajna Purusha, it all belongs to Yajna Purusha. So he comes all the way to tell Shivaji, it all belongs to you. Nothing belongs to me. So you see, he was totally detached. Then Shivaji gets so happy and he not only he gives the wealth, he also gives him the jnana, by which he will be able to come to what? Goloka. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this we are talking about beginning of karma yoga. How to get attached, when should we get detached, in what mood we have to perform this yajna. See, in fact, a person who is performing this yajna as a nitya karma, they all are karmis. Because they expect karma pala. That is why they are doing. If they come to know there is no benefit, who will do the yajna? Nobody will do. Vedas prescribe them. That's why we told that day, Yamima 2.42. You remember Vedas give flowery language for the karma pala. And we all get attached to. Yamima pushpitam vacham pravadhyanta vipaschitaka vedavadarata partha nanyadasti divandinaha visa. Only Vedavarta people who wants to earn their bread and butter by performing this yajna, they will only बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में करोड़ मरोड़ के. However they want, they will get the benefit. Like that they change their language and they say, okay, Hare Krishna.